this is Camp 1 and Camp 2, and that's the Camp 3 and Camp 4.
At 10 years old, Banias Humaid knows the displacement camps in her neighbourhood the way other children might know nearby parks or schools.
Unfortunately.
Israel's war on Gaza has changed the language of her childhood. From her balcony overlooking rows of makeshift shelters, Banias writes some of the words she had to learn. Tent camp, ceasefire, displacement.
During the war, I heard so much terms that I never heard before in my regular life before the war, such as rubble, destroyed building, drones, quadcopter. Quadcopter actually is one of the most terrifying words I ever heard in the war.
Banias is part of a generation of Palestinian children here in Gaza growing up with limited access to formal schooling.
I always think of the children, how they're displaced, how they left without education, left without playing. Kids just in my age now are supposed to be focusing on education, on their life, playing. They should be eating food, living in homes, having sweet dreams, but now no, they're living in tents.
Children are able to find some moments of relative normalcy at makeshift schools like this one. Inside, they dance dabka, they laugh, they play. But many young people are becoming fluent in the language of war before learning the language of exploration and discovery.
Such terms were once associated with older generations and were only heard in the news, but they have now become a lived reality. These terms often leave students trapped in a cycle of instability. They constantly feel under threat.
Educators say prolonged exposure to conflict affects on the way children learn and communicate. The camps Banias counts from her balcony may one day disappear. But the words this war has planted in the minds of a generation may remain far longer. Tareq Azzoum, Al Jazeera, Gaza City, Palestine.